Yeah, my name is Greg Wegis. I'm a fourth generation family farmer. My great grandfather established the farm in the early 1900s, and we farm almonds, pistachios, tomatoes, cherries, soon to be table grapes, a lot of corn and wheat and alfalfa. I have a passion for what I do, being raised around my grandfather and my dad. Just talking about it is it's a lifestyle. Producing food for people to eat and nourish their bodies, it's a good feeling and an occupation I think is very noble. On our farm, we've started, 4 generations ago with just a few employees, and today we employ 80 people full time, and we know each one of their families. We pride ourselves on being a family-oriented business. We take care of our people because they take care of us, they take care of our land, and we treat them as an extension of our family. So I think that's unique in the multi-generational family farming business, where you don't find in a lot of other industries. I know a lot of individuals that are support companies that aid us in helping us do what we do by providing parts, by providing processing, manufacturing, sales, our fuel suppliers, our bankers, insurance agents. The list goes on and on, the transportation companies. And you start to look at social media, and my jobs depend on agriculture, and you start to see all these people that come out of the woodwork that say, if it wasn't for agriculture, I wouldn't have a job. And seeing families that work for us able to have, disposable income and purchase goods and items that help, areas outside of agriculture, just the retail industry. And agriculture in California, just on-farm income is around $47 billion industry. And Kern County is a little over $6 billion. So, we're a good 15 or so percent of the total Californian market share just here in Kern County. Of somewhere around 70,000 jobs here in Kern. Just the almond industry alone employs about 110,000 individuals in the Central Valley. And we are connected, so whatever happens to us, in turn, will affect them either through food prices or food availability. And I think it's in everyone's best interest to make sure that we do have a safe domestic food supply where we're not relying on foreign food. If we start to neglect what it takes to farm, to bring the water that we need to the farm to produce the food, we will be displaced by foreign food supplies, and I don't think any American really wants that or thinks that's the future for the United States of America. Agriculture still is a major exporter, and it's been given a bad rap for that. We're exporting water, and is what I hear a lot. But if we start taking exports away from the United States of America altogether, it will affect our dollar. Exports help strengthen our currency. It's healthy to have a good export-import ratio. Agriculture is a huge component in that, as we're one of the major industries that still heavily export. Well, we're going on 4 years of the drought, and the only year that broke it up was, I believe, in 2010, 2011, where we had a great winter, but the previous 2 years weren't very good. So it's technically more than 4 years of drought. And we in our family, we supply heavily on state water contracts. So we've got, in our farm, we have around 10,000 acre-feet of water that we've contracted for, that my grandfather and his generation helped build the Central Valley Project and the State Water Project that brought us water from Northern California to help us be more sustainable in this south of the Delta area. Back in the 40s, 50s, early 60s, we were depleting our aquifers. And once those projects were built, the farmers have paid their money and signed contracts that we're obligated to pay X amount every year, regardless if we get that water or not, has helped us replenish that aquifer since the 40s, 50s, and 60s. But through biological opinions, over time, starting in the mid-'80s, we've been reduced. Our water supply has been reduced from 100% of what we originally received down to about a 55% average. And that's concerning with, increased demand. Population is on the rise. We're 6.7 billion people right now, and by 2050 we're supposed to be up above 9 billion people. So you got a substantial increase in population, and we're the breadbasket of the world here in the Central Valley as far as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and milk. And the United States relies heavily on us to produce that food, and if we have to reduce our footprint, we cannot farm the acres that we used to, then it's definitely going to affect everyone, and that's the message that we're trying to let everybody understand. We're looking long term. We're not just looking short term. We've started insuring in our processing tomato industry, which is we yield the best in the world here in California. There's no doubt, but they are susceptible to various diseases. There's certain insects we really have no control over, like the beet leafhopper. It'll come out of the foothills, and every year is different, and it can attack the plant. And we've got some tools to combat a light infestation of the leaf beet hopper. But whenever the populations are intense, there's almost nothing that you can do from them affecting our plants. And when that happens, that's been a big problem. It's cost the tomato industry over the last few years quite millions and millions of dollars. And crop insurance has been vital in a hedge and a tool to circumvent those risks. Without insurance, I would say that they would not allow us to farm, or we would not grow crops such as cherries, such as tomatoes. Even almonds. There's frost potentials in late February that can devastate crops. We had that 4 years ago, where we had about 40% of our normal yield. And so it's just a crucial tool to circumvent the ups and downs of Mother Nature and agriculture.